What is up, everybody? Ed here with Drum Flip. So I am going to answer some questions. I get questions all the time about drum flip, some weird things. It's all good. Every once in a while, I like to do a video to kind of answer some of them. The first one is, how did I get started doing this? Well, I was in the military, got out, became a school teacher, and our school eventually closed in 2009. And at that point, I wanted to do something different and fun. I started buying and reselling drums. I was watching American Pickers in 2010 and Pawn Stars. And I kind of thought that's what I do. I drive around Southern California. I always did this as a side project. When I got out of the military, I became a realtor and also a bartender. So I was doing two of those things. And then I thought, hey, let's do a third thing. Let's start flipping drums. So that's what I did. And in 2010, kind of went for it. And by 2015, it became the main hustle. I was doing that most of the time. I really enjoyed my own work schedule. I can be as creative as I want. So I went for it. And then in 2015, we opened our store. So that's a short little synopsis of how that happened. Why San Diego area? I love San Diego. I love a lot of different cultures, great food. The weather's nice, so it's a good place to have a business because there's people from everywhere. We get people from Mexico, we get people from Utah, Arizona, Nevada, Oregon, Washington. Everyone comes when they're in the area and stops by Drum Flip. So thank you for stopping by. I love that. I like to be a destination for everybody who wants to check out our store. Next pop-up, hoping Phoenix or Vegas. I love doing Phoenix and Vegas. Both times, both those cities are just very welcoming and warm. Whenever we come, they always appreciate when we go there. So those are probably the next ones. Weirdest drum deal. I like that. Okay, it's kind of creepy and weird, but one time there was this estate sale, and I went to this estate sale, and amazing amount of gear. I had a Mazda CX-5, and I remember I piled in like, I think 5 drum sets, 3 electronic kits, 15 snares, and probably 60 cymbals. And I got it all in a CX-5. I was putting drums inside of drums. I always do that if it's a super big deal. But I asked, what's the estate sale for? Like, what's going on? Why is no one here? So the person running the estate sale brought me upstairs and showed me some bullet holes in the wall. And there was a murder and all this stuff. So I left pretty soon after that. And I never asked what the estate sale is anymore. I just kind of go there and get my things and leave. So that was the weirdest drum deal for sure. Best memory, I think SJC was one of the best ones. Frank Zumo was here, and Mike from SJC and the whole SJC crew. It was a super fun day. Remember, we went to a morning talk show, got to see the behind the scenes of how that all works. They came back to the shop. We had an awesome time. Frank Zumo did an amazing speech and clinic, and that was probably one of the best memories, just in-store memories. And of course, all the memories I have of working with all of you and like pop-ups and driving insane hours and picking up drum gear in the middle of like behind stores and alleyways and just just random houses. I love it. So it all kind of adds up, and I have a lot of great memories of Drum Flip. Favorite thing about owning a store is the creativity. I love being able to try new things, and no one really, I mean, Susan definitely reins me in on some ideas because some ideas are kind of like maybe a little over the top, but I love being creative. I love being able to service all of our drummers, our clients, and our friends. So I think that's my favorite thing about opening a store is just the hours are great. I can work when I want. I can work as much as I want. I love work, so I put a lot of work in that isn't even at the store. A lot of times I'm driving to pick up gear and delivering products and stuff like that. So probably creativity. Boxers or briefs? Boxer briefs. Dream job. My dream job, I love what I do. I'm so lucky to do what I do. So I have my dream job, but if money was no object and I could do what I want, I'd probably be a photographer. I'd love landscape photography, and that would be amazing to travel around the world, meet people, and just take photos. So that'd be the dream job if money wasn't the issue. Next is, sorry, I'm getting a phone call. Next is how many bands have I been in? I've been in about 8 bands. I started music when I was like 16. I was always into sports, and I went to my first show when I was 16. It was a Metallica show, and I remember staring at Lars Ulrich and watching him play drums and just everything, the whole situation. It was in Rockford, Illinois. And I was just like, I want to be a drummer. And that was my moment of inspiration. And that was my first rock concert. My first concert ever was New Kids on the Block. Yeah, it is what it is. I was young. When did you become a drummer? Right around 16. And another question is, what do I think of other drum stores? I love that people have drum stores. It's a tough business. Anyone who has a drum store, great for them. Really happy for them. I know what it takes to run a drum store, and also just the grind. So yeah, I appreciate everyone who owns a drum store. And another question. My last meal. Let's see. Probably, I love Susan's cooking, and one of the first meals she ever made for me was a little ham and cheese, a grilled ham and cheese, and she cut it like in squares, and I thought that was cool. So that would probably be my last meal. I would want that to be the last meal. So those are my questions. Those are some weird and wonderful questions. Hope you enjoyed it. Always send me questions. You can send me questions through Instagram. I usually answer all of them, and I'd love to hear from you. So hopefully you enjoyed that, and yeah, have a great day, everybody. See ya.